Hello and welcome into Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Rich Reynolds, and a lot of different and fun topics to talk about on this program. And it's always fun when you're bringing in the dogs, right?
Absolutely.
So we bring in Kim now from Party La Pooch. That's right. Okay, I said it right. So kind of like Pepe Le Pew, but Party La Pooch.
Fun? Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And not
I
stinky?
think Pepe Le Pew was fun. What's Party La Pooch?
Dog parties. That's the small answer of it.
Okay.
It can be a birthday party for your dog. It can be just a play date. Get a bunch of dogs together. We do yappy hour.
Yappy hour instead of happy hour. Yappy hour.
Bubbly
okay.
water for the dogs. What the adults do.
Okay.
No
All right.
judgments here.
All right. So we're talking about parties for the dogs. What's going on at a dog party?
Well, yeah, you have fun. Very much like a kid's party. So there are games. The dogs get together. You can have a dog-friendly cake, so it's made with ingredients, best for dogs, not just sugar.
Okay.
Some of the games is bobbing for hot dogs versus bobbing for apples. Hide the hot dog under the cups and let the dogs find them. And they get prizes for whoever wins, which usually they all do. Did you win?
Did you? Who do you have here, by the way?
This is Punky.
Okay.
And then where's Bogey? This one's Bogey.
Bogey.
Yeah.
Okay. Punky and Bogey. Nice. Well, come on. They didn't get their own chairs, though. Maybe that's what he's
I think
whining
he's
about.
bitter. Yeah.
Yeah,
he
he's a
might
bit of a
be.
diva like me. So, so let's talk about more about these parties. You said that the humans are there as well. Do they get to attend?
Yep, they get to watch and attend and play with everybody's dogs. There's not necessarily a limit. I mean, 100 might be too many. Usually the parties are anywhere from 8 play dates up to about 20.
Okay.
I had 20 pugs in one little room, so that was pugdemonium. It was fun.
Pugdemonium. All right. So what are the humans doing during these parties?
Watching them play, laughing,
Yeah.
taking tons of pictures, playing with other people's dogs. You just definitely get your dog fill, and then the dogs get kind of worn out. So it's nice on the human when you go home.
Okay. So I have a dog. I got a little dog like this. So he's a half Shih Tzu, half Poodle.
Okay.
So we call him a Shih Poo. You might call him something else. So how do I book a party for my dog Max?
It's very simple. You can catch us on partylapooch.com or email at partylapooch@gmail.com or call us and just let us know what date, what time, and we make it happen. Send out invitations. There's tons of ways to do that. And then they're located at Doghouse University, either on Park Street or on Johnson Street. That's a dog daycare, so it's set up perfect. And it's nice, too, at the parties, because that's what I'm for, is to pick up any mess and the giant hairballs and everything at the end. You leave that, and it's not in your home.
Okay. So I got to say, this is a pretty unique idea. Now, what made you come up with an idea to say, I'm going to start hosting parties for dogs?
I have a fairly thick event planning background, and then I like dogs. They're all right.
They're all right, yeah.
And I work part-time at a dog daycare, so I just kind of combined the two. In bigger cities, it's already a thing. I think there might be a few places in town that offer it, but this is, of course, where it's at.
Right.
So I thought I'd give it a try, because I know there's some fellow dog lovers out there. Some people might use the crazy word, but we don't.
Yeah.
No.
No, I mean, and for people that love their dogs, there's
They're
no
very
such
much a
thing as
family member.
crazy.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So a dog daycare. Now we have Emily here that does something with like a dog daycare.
Yeah.
All right. So why the need for the dogs to socialize like this?
It does a lot of good for them, just, when you take them on walks and things like that. It teaches them skills of interacting with other dogs so they're not afraid, and it just helps with their manners altogether. And it's good for the human, because if you're, away at work all day and you come back and your dog's like, I've been in a crate, I want to go out, I'm going to go nuts.
Yeah.
They do that at the daycare or at the parties, and it helps them get their energy out, get their exercise, get social skills.
Now, sometimes, at a human party, we have unruly guests.
Oh, yes.
All right. Now, does that happen at the dog parties?
Oddly enough, it's been pretty good. There's some dogs that kind of like, I don't like you, much like it would be at a kid's party. But, with the humans being there, it's easy to kind of separate the ones if they're not really feeling the other dog.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I would think that might be something, you might think, okay, I'm going to take my dog there. What if he doesn't get along with the other dogs?
And there's separate areas too, so that's the good thing, where there's kind of like gates, so you're not missing out on the party. But if your dog just needs a minute to not be around the chaos, they can kind of go chill out in a separate area, but not feel like they don't get to have fun.
Okay, fun idea. Might be fun for your dog. So check it out, Party La Pooch. Kim, thanks so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having all of us.
Yeah, thanks for all of you coming in. We'll have more Talk of the Town right here next on CW57. And back on Talk of the Town and getting to talk about a subject that I don't think we have quite enough of here in the city of Madison. That's Greek food and good Mediterranean food as we bring in Tom Paris, who is from Fresca Mediterranean. Welcome on in, Tom. Thanks.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot for joining us. Mediterranean food that's served kind of fast food style, I guess, right? Is that what you're going for?
Well, yes. That's the reason I did this concept, because usually Mediterranean is sit-down tables and stuff, but I thought this concept be a fast food with the healthy Mediterranean diet. That's why I did this concept.
So many people have been looking at more Mediterranean diet and and doing that kind of food, but yet so many people have so little time, to do the whole sit-down thing. So this is, I think, an absolutely wonderful idea. What's your background in the restaurant business getting into this?
Well, I own a restaurant downtown for 31 years, Amy's Cafe. So I have the background on that. And then some of the ideas from that restaurant is at the Fresca too. Some of the menus items.
Okay, so as far as the menu goes, what's on your menu? What can we look for when we come into Fresca?
Well, the menus we have, you can choose your type of bread, pitas, wheat or white, and then you have to choose your protein, the different types of meats, or it be a lamb gyros, or chicken gyros, and steak, and we have falafels.
Okay.
And after you choose that, then you choose your sauces. And different type of sauces and healthy. That's what makes it healthy. You have your yogurt sauce to put on, tahini sauce, all healthy sauces, and then you choose your toppings. Not only just the lettuce, tomatoes, and onions you put on the sandwiches these days, but we offer more stuff. Or spinach, fresh spinach. We offer coleslaw.
Okay.
I call it super slow. It has kale and cabbage in it and stuff. And then the other thing is the customers, they can choose a side dish, not only fries, but we have other side dishes. You can have the dolmades, which is grape leaves. They can have a tabbouleh, with that. So we have healthy choices for people to choose.
Excellent, yeah, and that sounds really good because normally it's always just fries and that's all you can get,
Yeah.
and so that sounds excellent. I know a lot of people have heard. Okay, you have falafel. What's falafel for people that don't know?
Falafel is made with garbanzo beans, chickpeas, which you grind it and mix it with herbs and spices, and then make it as like a meatball, pretty much, and you fry it.
Okay, excellent. And so now, what are some things that we can expect to come from Fresca? What are you looking to do?
We started working on a dinner menu.
Okay.
And because everybody sees Fresca as just lunch, and after 5 o'clock it's kind of slow. Mm-hmm. So I come out with a dinner menu, and so it picking up. So people kind of noticed that, and then we started delivering it this week with the Mr. Delivery. So it's another thing to pick up, in the dinner time.
Okay, and a lot more convenient, and you're located out by Greenway Station?
Yes, 8310 Greenway Station, inside the mall, or like kind of next to Cozy's and
Sure.
area, yeah.
So if you're heading out to some of the businesses out at Greenway Station, a great place to stop. Is this a family-owned business, Tom?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and your family is from Greece?
From Greece, yes.
Where in Greece are you from?
I'm from Peloponnese area, the south part of Greece.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like a lot of that stuff and a lot of what you learned, I guess, did you grow up all the way in Greece? Were you?
I was 18 years old when I came over. So many years ago, yeah.
Yeah, so all your childhood then. So how much have you taken from that into the food that you make now?
Very little, because I was young and stuff. I was not into the food those days, but coming to this country, get involved in the restaurants, and then I eventually started cooking my way, and then Greek food, yes.
Absolutely love Greek food. Do you have any desserts to go along with?
Yes, we have a baklava, which is definitely that,
baklava,
and then brownies and cookies. But baklava is the main one.
Baklava is king. I love it. Yeah, absolutely great stuff. So, Tom, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Fresca, it's not just for lunch anymore. Check them out for dinner as well. And we'll have more Talk of the Town when we come back right here on CW57. And welcome back into Talk of the Town as I do my little hand wave. By the way, Lisa will like that a little bit as we show off some of the wines that are here from Vitro Winery, and Tammy Vitrano is here as well. So welcome on in, Tammy.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Yeah, nice to hear. I heard off camera that Tammy's Sicilian, so it's nice to have a paisan in as
you
well.
go.
So always good. So Vitro Winery out in Jefferson, you guys do a lot of stuff. I mean, not just with the wines. We're going to get to the wines. But you got tours and bus tours, and you're involved with the Special Olympics as well, isn't that right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that is so near and dear to our heart. My nephew, he's going to be 13. He's involved with Special Olympics. He's actually a gold medalist in basketball.
Oh, wow.
So this year was his first year for competition, so it's pretty exciting. So
Absolutely.
yeah, in our tasting bar, we don't charge for your first 3. We accept donations to Special Olympics, and then we hold all kinds of events through the year that benefit for Special Olympics.
Yeah. So I guess talk a little bit about the events, or even like the tours that you do as well. What's happening there?
Well, I'll go with the Special Olympics events. The first third Saturday of every January is our Winter Blues Bazaar, and it's gotten so big that we actually have to move it to the Jefferson Fairgrounds for 2017.
Nice,
So that's
and that's a
January
big area,
21st.
yeah.
Last year, or this year actually, in 5 hours, we raised over $2,500, like right off the bat, and it was. Parking was a little bit of an issue, so we're like, what do we do? Let's move it. So we're going bigger, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Great.
And then October 8th is our Run for the Grapes. It's a 5K run walk, so anybody that wants to participate can. We have a lot of Special Olympians that do that as well. And new this year, we're going to be doing a 0K. So it starts, we have a big V at our entrance, so it's from the V to the bar.
Nice.
And it's a big 0K. So that's new. Yeah, we're pretty
That's what I
excited
could
about
do.
it.
Yeah, that's great.
We have a lot of buzz going about that.
Yeah,
So.
even after having a buzz, I could do it.
Yes.
Let's talk about the wine too. You're a winery, and I want to talk about what are some of the different wines that you make, and also what you brought here today.
Well, we carry 21 different wines.
Wow.
One of them is a seasonal. It doesn't come out until October. But we have anything from cranberry to strawberry to a chocolate strawberry. But what I have here today, the Wapatui, which you can go ahead and take a little sip of that.
Absolutely.
Wapatui is a blend of grapes, Delaware, La Crosse, Niagara, and Concord. And those are all grown in our vineyard, which is in Concord, Wisconsin. It was at our previous location. And then we moved to Jefferson in 2011.
It's got a really nice finish.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Took a medal in Santa Rosa, California.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Next up is our mead. That is made from honey. And it's so good. It's so delightful. But tying in that, too, one of our other events that we do is new to the state of Wisconsin, actually. There's no honey festival in the state of Wisconsin.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. So August 20th, we're going to be hosting the state's first honey festival, and it's actually being recognized nationally in a Beekeepers magazine. So August 20th from 11 to 5. We're so excited
And
about
you got
it.
the mead to go along with it.
Mead, honey ice cream, anything honey related.
Perfect.
We're going to be doing it, yeah.
Yeah, tell us a little bit too. What a wine slushy. What's a wine slushy?
That's our signature.
Sounds good.
A lot of people would go, that's a summer drink, but we sell them all year round. We constantly have wine slushies going in the winery, and we actually manufacture our own mix. So it's a bottle of wine, mix it up with a bottle of water with the mix, so you can do it at home, or you can come and sit on our patio and overlook the Jefferson marshland and sip on a wine slushie or a glass of wine.
Fun. So now, do you have your own vineyard? I know some
Yes.
wineries now don't, but you do. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's located in Concord, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And that's where we originally started. It was actually
Oh, so Concord grapes aren't from.
I know,
yeah.
dun-dun-dun, right? I know, it's ironic, but it's 12 miles northeast of the winery in Jefferson.
Okay, and then the other like fruits and stuff that you end up getting in.
Well, for example, like our cherries come from Fort Atkinson, which is right down the road. Beautiful. So those are Ballatin cherries. Cranberries we get from, where else do you get cranberries?
Right.
Warrens.
Yep.
Apples with our Everything But the Cores, our apple wine. Those are very local out of East Troy and Delavan. And, strawberries. That's another local one. Raspberries is a local one.
So if we're drinking Vitro wines, we're drinking Wisconsin, basically.
Yes, you are.
Excellent.
Yes, you are.
Love it. How can people find you?
Well, we're located on Highway Y and 18 in Jefferson. It's kind of nestled back. It's the former St. Coletta's.
Okay.
So a lot of people will come back here and they're like, hi, what the heck are you doing back here? You know. But then you come around the bend and you see that beautiful view, and our landscaping is just amazing. We can also go onto our website, vitrowine.com, Facebook,
check them out. You'll be glad that you did. Tammy, thanks for
Yes.
joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Cheers to you. More Talk of the Town coming up next on CW57. Back on Talk of the Town, and after partying with dogs and eating gyros and drinking wine, what do you do next? You go for a swim. That's what we do here, right? So we bring in Karen from Swim West Swim School. How you doing today, Karen?
Good, thank you. Thanks for
Good.
having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. You've been doing this for a while, huh? 26 years in business. What does that mean? How how have you made it that far?
It means I'm passionate about what I do, and I love it. I can do. I can create, and I can run, and I can see second generations coming through my door. It's really fun.
That's great. Yeah. So, what's your philosophy as far as teaching Learn to Swim?
Our main philosophy is focusing on the child, like really connecting with them, getting to know them, trust, learn to trust, and then from there, teach them how to swim.
Yeah, our daughter's in swimming. It's amazing. She's 8 years old, how far she's come since she was 6. And it was all based on trust. I mean, the first time that you get in the water to the first time you dive to the, being able to do all that. Yeah. So what's your ultimate goal, I guess, as far as your, Swim West goes?
My ultimate goal in life, I think, is a world without drowning. If we could not have any drowning, it'd be amazing.
Yeah, and we just had one,
We did. I was just talking a little bit ago.
Right. It gets you emotional,
it gets me
huh?
really.
Yeah.
Maybe I should stop.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, it does. It gets me really emotional seeing the.
Yeah.
It does
Okay.
too much.
No, it definitely
Yeah, behind
shows.
the scene, it does. Yeah, so, like it was a fisherman, I think. So it's tough.
Yeah, and you're very passionate about it. So talk about swim safer, swim smarter. All right, that's on all the
Right.
marketing material that you have. What does that mean?
Sims Safer is what I'm just talking about right now. It's teaching the families to wear their life jackets when they go to the lakes and to watch their children, in and around the water, from the backyard pools to the bathtub to the toilets. It's teaching them to use a safety precaution, teach your kids to swim, even at a young age of 6 months, get them in the water swimming. And then Swim Smarter is, it's been proven now with lots of research out there that if you get your children in swimming lessons, they use both sides of the brain and they hit their milestones quicker. And so that's really an interesting concept that that it's just been introduced in the last year and a half. So it's been interesting to watch. They talk quicker, are more articulate, and they hit their milestones.
I think it's interesting too. You talk about wearing a life vest. And I think some people think, well, I'm a really good swimmer. I swim in a pool and I'm a
Right.
good swimmer. So that just means I can go out on a lake or in the ocean and I don't have to worry about wearing a life
Right.
vest. Why is it different to swim in a lake or an ocean than it is in a pool?
Well, right now the water's very cold. And so you might be a really good swimmer and you want to go out fishing and you think, what a great afternoon, it's 45 degrees outside, but the water is still in the low 30s and you can get hypothermia. You're in the water and your body shuts down fast. And so once your body shuts down and then you're just going to wander. It's just very silent death and quick death. My father died that way. He drowned.
Oh, so this is where
This,
the
this
emotion,
is where it comes from.
Now it's all
So,
all
I
coming
see
together,
this
right.
fisherman yesterday, dying in Lake Anza, and it really affected me. Watching that, thinking, oh, yep, he got hypothermia, and that's what happened quickly.
It can happen so quickly. The
Very
waves
quickly.
can be tough. I'm a former lifeguard, and
So you know.
so I worked at a water park, and the difference between saving someone in a pool and saving someone in a wave pool
Very
was
different.
night and day. Yeah. So you might think you're a great swimmer, you still got to be safe.
Yeah, it's just you just don't know. You might get overtired.
Yeah.
So we teach all of our young swimmers, please swim with a buddy. Don't go alone. If you're going to go fishing, go with a buddy. And that's one of the major things that I was Swim Safer is that when I get invited to the community events, I really want to talk about water safety, even if you say, oh, my child's 8 years old, they're already a really good swimmer. But are they safe? Are
Yeah.
they being safer in and around the water?
And Karen, you're so involved in the community Swim West is. Talk a little bit about that too. What does that mean?
If there's a safety event going on, like from the Children's Museum to Safety Saturday on the square, I want to be involved. I want to be able to be there and talk about water safety. You're focusing on the car seats and they're focusing on wearing a helmet when they're riding the bike. But are they also focusing on wearing the life jacket when they go fishing? Or are they focusing on having a water watcher? You go to this big pool party and there's children everywhere and everybody's sitting around and socializing, having fun. But who's watching the water?
Right.
And that's why I want to be involved in those events, just to be that, if I can save one child, I think I've done my job.
Tell you what, you want your kid to learn how to swim, you're not going to find anyone more passionate than
I'm very
Karen
passionate.
right
I
here.
love what I do.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining
Yeah,
us.
thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for watching Talk of the Town. We'll see you next time right here on CW57.
Thanks.